Hey yo, Cardmarket people, you're back with me, Hot Choc, and you can see we've got the top-down camera ready. You know what that means? That means we're cracking something mad. Pew, 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 pew. Camera didn't want to focus, but that's okay. We have ourselves an Evolving Skies booster box here. Thank you so much, Cardmarket. Let's not waste any time. Let's get this seal off and see what's hiding inside, baby. Jeez. Right, so today we are summoning Primal Groudon. You're probably thinking to yourself, Shay, why have you picked this Primal Groudon map? Well, we all know that Rayquaza deals with Groudon and Quagga. So I thought, let me get sneaky with it. Let me get the Primal Groudon mat, and if he's making enough noise, then Rayquaza's got to come along and deal with him. So hopefully that's my thinking there. Let's get this seal off. I know you sealed collectors probably hate that, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not here to collect sealed. I'm here to crack open some packs and have a fun time. So let's open this. There we go. Got that new box smell. Yep, definitely has. So we have ourselves, what, 36 packs for me to crack open today. Let's start off with the left-hand side. What do you say? We got a Rayquaza hiding in them. Hopefully. Alt arts every pack. I hope you'll see. Okay, right, let's get this party started then, baby, with our first pack. 1, 2, 3, 4. And like I said, I was joking about Rayquazas. What I'm really after is alt arts, you know, really. I mean, I'm actually not quite sure on what I want to play post-rotation right yet. But, you know, so just some good cards. I think I've already got my Zoroark and Fluffy lines. Sun, Moon. Why didn't they call it Sun and Moon? We're all used to saying Sun and Moon. They called this Moon and Sun. Come on now. And then Appleton. Actually, this can go into the Zoroark box deck. There's 70 plus 70. There's 70 times each special energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. So, yeah, I'm looking mostly for alt art. They're pretty fun. They're pretty cool. Actually, I tell you a big lie. Umbreon VMAX alt art. Because in the last Cardmarket box, we pulled... no, we didn't. I pulled in a pre-release, sorry, an Umbreon V alt art. And I'd really need the Alternate Art VMAX to go with it. Because I'm not buying an Umbreon VMAX for alt art. That card is expensive. Eevee, so hopefully you can pack one here today. Beautifly, Reverse Crystal Cape, terrific stadium, and then, wow, and a Ludicolo Hollow. This is a fantastic playable pack. Crystal Cape basically goes in the Quadzation Luke Metal 2.0 type deck, and then Enthusiastic down to the Cola goes in Suicune, Vikavolt, and Zacian as well, funnily enough. So some terrific pulls there. They can go to the side. So yeah, Umbreon VMAX Alt would be fantastic. Any Rayquazas, I'm not 100% sure on how viable Rayquaza VMAX is, but it's still some pretty cool looking cards nonetheless. Although I guess technically it is getting a battle deck. There's something good there. Boost Shake, Ravombi, Ribbon Badge, Dimple. Don't know if you saw it. Leo, Eevee. What do you think it's going to be? What do you think it's going to be? A full art copycat. Okay. Interesting. I haven't got any sleeves with me. Better get that sorted. But yeah, look at that. Copycat. I actually really like this copycat artwork because you got like the Marnie cosplay, got the little Rose and the Leon ones doing the most right there. Let me just put that down. Ooh. And get some sleeves back in a sec. Okay, where did I put it? There we go. All right, let's get the little Donny in a sleeve, or all the little Donnies in a sleeve, I should say. But yeah, full art copycat, not a bad way, not a bad card to start off our ultra rare hits. Let me put the trying to work out where can I put the ultra rare hits. So yeah, not a bad 3 packs to start, right? If I actually let me tidy this up. I apologize. I'm not a I'm not a professional card Pokemon pack opener. Go there. Let's keep that nice and tidy. That's a lot nicer to look at, isn't it? So yeah, just playable stuff, alternate arts. That's the sort of stuff that I am after today. But yeah, let's just have a fun time cracking open. But it's never, you never have a bad time opening a box. And don't forget, if you want to open up your own box, they actually do sell sealed products on Cardmarket as well. So that's actually something I didn't know before I started creating content for them. What on was that attack name? Hardhead. Funny attack name. Bagon. Reverse Dino, and then Gigalith. Pressure Shot does 180 and does 10 to itself for each damage counter on that Pokemon. That is not a very good attack, actually. We'll put the pack cards there. This pack feels thick. Thick wick. Hopefully we get something good in this pack. What do you think? I'm going to predict in this pack, let's go with a regular Art V. We've got Energy, Spirit Mass, which I think is bugged on TCG right now. That Palpitoad artwork is pretty cool. And it's got the Tongue Slap attack as well, funny name. Carvana, Glossifer, Fletchling, just hit my own hand. Scraggy, Hippopotas, Reverse Altera, that goes into the Suicune Ludicolo deck. So we just need a Suicune for that. And then a Dalgahol. Oh, so I was kind of okay, guess. Well, because I said alternate regular Art V is what I said. You got there, mate. We've got ourselves this Dalgahol, a single strike Chrono Wind, 3 for 80, and if your defending Pokemon is a V, it can't attack during their next turn. Now, problem with those kind of attacks is, especially now that Inteleon seems to be one of the most played engines right now, is that if your opponent switches and then gets their and then they get their attacker back in the active, they can actually attack. So yeah, they can like retreat, air balloon, switch, all that good stuff. Digging Gloves, what that one do? More damage to fighting types. Stormy Mountains, very good. Shelgon, Wobbuffet, Hoppip, Wobloo. So we'll have some cool artwork. Quaganal, love this. Have to break it. There we go. I love it, and I get 2 of them. You know what? I really love Rayquaza Alternate Art VMAX. Okay, worth a try, weren't it? You know what card I really love? Umbreon VMAX Alt Art. That's actually what I want because I've been slowly building the Eternatus VMAX deck in high rarity, and then Moltres came out, and I was like, oh no. And then Umbreon came out and I was like, oh no. But luckily we actually did pack a Moltres, and Umbreon doesn't actually see play. But now I've got one Umbreon V alternate art. Let's just pull a V Max. He has a little friend, eh? Punkaboo, Reverse Gorgeist, and a Reggie Drago holo. Okay, really good Cherin partner. It's just 3 for 240. And then 20 less for each damage count on this Pokemon. So a bit of a glass cannon, you know, it only has 130 HP, so it will get KO'd really fast, but 240 damage. You know, evolving these quite easily. And 2-shot in the VMAXs. So it could be a pretty cool partner with Cherin, provided you can dodge G-Max Rapid Flow, which is something that a lot of the non-rule box decks have to sort of bob and weave a little bit. Energy. Single Strike Scroll of the Fanged Dragon. That is a mad attack name. Swoobat, Croganal, Nickit, Dwebble, Rufflet, Roggenroller, Switching Cup, which is Orangu on an ability. Lets you swap one card from your hand to the top of your deck. And then Flapple. This can go in the Zoroark box deck as well, because it does 50 for each one of your opponent's Pokemon player that has an ability. That is a cool attack. So on Weavile with Evil Abdominition, which was also paired with Zoroark, thinking about it. So that's pretty funky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see what we get. Energy, Nuzleaf, Braviary, Iskew. That Iskew is riding another Iskew. Emolga, Woobat, Glossifer, Woobat. Oh, I think there's some heat in the street. There's some heat in the street. Oh, I mean, it is some heat, but it's not quite that way. Gyarados V, that Get Angry attack. 20 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. You know what, Gyarados? You are one of my favourite Pokemon, but man, they always do you dirty in the TCG. I mean, I guess you've had your Tail Revenge card, right? Which did attack for 0 damage. Was the Tail Revenge... What was it called? Full Retaliation Gyarados from Ancient Origins, which was pretty cool, but... If a Gyarados has a higher energy cost, it tends to be not the most playable. But in saying that, with a Cape of Toughness and Frostmoth, this attack gets scary, and you can even VMAX Memory Capsule as well. So maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on young Gyarados over there. Gyarados didn't get an Alt-Art in this set though, did it? I don't think it did. Okay, 1, 2, 4. So far, this half of the box, what? 2 ultra rare pulls, one of which being a full art trainer. Rabombi, actually one of my favourite fairy types, Rabombi. Flaffy, that Dynamite ability, really good. was actually one of my favourite Pokemon as well. Lillipup, however, is not. Bagon, Litleo, Lotad, oh, Teddiursa, Nickit, that's some funky artwork there. And then Sharpedo. Sharpedo is another one of those cards that hasn't, the Pokemon have done pretty cards. Not really the greatest. Let's not beat around the bush about it now. Sharpedo does not have good cards. I guess you can argue the Dark Box one, which lets you attach energy on Eeveelution, is pretty cool. But not the greatest. The Lantern's another one of those Pokemon that has had good cards. Geordie, awful supporter. Petalil, Pikachu, Punkaboo. That's our new Marshall if getting stadiums out of play. Lotad, there's another Sharpedo. And then Ampharos, discard 3 energy from this Pokemon if you do. There's another. Ooh, 120. Now, obviously, Ampharos can't be that great because it evolved. And we all know Flaffy's nuts, but 4 for 240 on a stage 2 is not really very good. Let's not beat around the bush there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Energy. Zweilous. Skiploom. Royhan. Very good supporter, which we actually saw in my top 6 most sold cards from Evolving Skies. Royhan, I think, was 4th or 5th. An amazing supporter, which when you get knocked out, you can attach an energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, and then you computer search, get a card from your deck and put it in your hand. Oh, as for some interesting combos, it lets you G-Max Rapid Flow in 1 turn, because it lets you cheat 1 energy from the discard pile, then you just attach Rapid Strike energy. Lets you do just all kinds of silly things, really. Anytime you can attach an extra energy a turn is just opens up the doors, right? It's good for amazing rares as well in combination with EXP share. Oh, it's just a fun time, innit? Scraggy, Beavis, Hitmonchan, Slackoff, Reverse Ampharos, and then Drampa. I actually want to profile this. For 2 energy, you do what? 160 damage, which I think is actually pretty cool. And it's got the split energy cost there with water and fighting. But again, you can EXP share that. You can Raihan that. You know, there's many ways I think we can make that work. And it's a 1 prizer that can 2-shot a 3 prizer. So, you know, interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we get out of this one. Water Energy, Golduck, Rubber Gloves, Coffee Cat, Patil, Dino, Teddiursa, Phoebus, Hoppip, Reverse Pyro, and then an Entei Hollow. Wow, we're getting bare hollows in this box, huh? Where's my Ultra Rares? Anyway, Entei. It's actually a pretty cool hollow, actually. One of the more playable ones in the set. The Angry Fang attack, which does 10 plus 10 for each damage counter on your benched single strike Pokemon. Single strike do get pummeled. Tend to have high HP, especially with the Abomasnow stage 1, which gives all your single strike Pokemon extra 50 HP. So I actually foresee that Entei not being a bad inclusion in single strike. And actually recently we saw Stefan Ivanov win a big event with single strike. So Entei, not the worst. The only problem with Entei is it does require, might be some heat in the street, it does require that fire energy. It's not dark and it's not fighting, so it can be a little bit hard to accelerate that. But, you know, you can just play the impact energy, whatever it's called. Reverse Hypno. Ooh! Okay. Okay, now you're probably wondering, why am I just sitting here laughing to myself when I pulled a Leafeon VMAX Rainbow? Happy about that, right? And it's because I know people on social media know that I don't really like Leafeon VMAX as a deck, but as a collector card, could be good, you know. And actually, if I'm being perfectly honest, it's actually not a bad deck. I just don't think it's as good as everyone makes out. But let's have a look at it. So, Leafeon VMAX 310 HP with that Grass Knot attack, 60 for each retreat cost on your opponent's active for 2 energy. Now, if it was for anything more than 2 energy, it would be completely unplayable, right? But because it's got 2 energy and the Leafeon V has an ability where you can end your turn and then search a deck for a grass energy and attach it, it's actually not too bad. With stuff like Galar Mining and Taylor, you can get it set up relatively easily as well. So not a bad pull and a good way to almost finish off the first half of our box here Do you think we're going to have any more heat in the street with this half of the box? Not actually sure. I don't know if they actually... Do they take that into account when they put packs in boxes? Do they like... think well, it has to be equal amount of pulls in each half, or they just like YOLO it, right? I mean, technically, they say that they can't guarantee pulls in a box at all, or you could open a box with no ultra rares, right? Shifty Ado. Your opponent's active anytime you can pull cards back into your opponent's hand. Interesting. Yeah, they say you can't really guarantee it. So I think Evolving Sky sits somewhere between 8 and like 12 hits. I think we've had what 1, 2, 3 big hits so far. Yeah, we had the Copycat, the Gyarados, and the Leafeon. So hopefully the second half of our box is a little bit heatery. Otherwise, we don't want to be hitting under the 8, right? That would be quite sad. Tentacruel, Poisonous Prison. That sounds like a very scary attack. Floette, Tentacool, Punkaboo, Bagon, Love Disc, D-Dot, Reverse Stoutland. And that's pretty cool. And then a Gigalith. Was Stoutland a rare? It was. We got a reverse rare in that pack. That's pretty fun. But here we got the last card from this half of the box. Let's see what we get. Hopefully, it's a Madden to end the box. I don't mean Madden as in American football. I mean Madden as in a Madden pull. Crystal Cave, Avalugg, Snowleaf Badge, Sableye, Nickit, Bergmite, Carvana, Emolga. Reverse Flaffy, wow. And then the Galarian Zapdos Holo. So not quite the heat in the street, but it is a holo. Probably the least playable out of the Galarian non-rule box ones yet so far. But has a cool ability when you bench, you can attach 2 fighting energies from your hand to this Pokemon. It's actually one of the only ways to accelerate fighting energies at this moment in time. So that's pretty cool. Right, so that's our left-hand box done. Let's get the second half, and let's see what madness we can pull. I don't think you're guaranteed like an alt art in every box, right? I mean, that'd be cool. The alt arts are pretty crazy, aren't they? They are cool looking cards. Palpitoad, Shopping Centre, my favourite stadium. It's actually pretty fun in a post-rotation format. Litleo, Lotad, come on. Teddiursa, Kraganor, love that card as well. Reverse Regidrago, this is a good pack. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that is a fantastic pull. Oh yeah, break it down now. Hey, where am I going that one? Okay, so yeah, this is a fantastic pull. Suicune is doing bits in the format right now. It's doing super well in the format in competition online play. For a couple of reasons. Number one, it's really good with Ice Rider because it's a 2-prize attacker. Blizzard Runner does 20+20 for each bench Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's. It's got 210 HP with a Fury Cape of Toughness that goes up to like what, 260? And it's got an ability as well. It lets you draw cards as long as it's in the active spot, 1 card. So you can either play it in Ice Rider, you can play it with Ludicolo, you can play it with Altaria. There's a load of ways you can play this card. It's super versatile. And versatile cards, versatile playable cards, I am always ecstatic to open. That's a fantastic pull as well. So I am happy as Larry with that. Let's see what we have in the next pack. Energy, Floette, Boldor, Aroma Lady, with the worst stadium right now. Why would you ever play Aroma Lady over Center Lady? Let's have a look. This lets you draw 2 cards, and if you do, your active Pokemon recovers all special conditions. So it's not even heal special conditions, then draw 2 cards. So if you actually have no cards to draw in your deck, you can't even get the recover from special conditions, right? But there is obviously a card at the minute, Pokemon Center Lady, which lets you heal all conditions and heal 60. I don't think the draw 2 is terribly relevant. Reverse Geordie, and then Shiftry. I don't think the draw 2 is terribly relevant on Aroma Lady, right? I mean, I'd rather heal 60 than not heal 60 and draw 2. You know what I mean? Special conditions, again, isn't really terribly applicable in most scenarios because you can just go Shady Dealings for a switch. Okay, here we go. Energy, Braviary, Lucky Ice Pop, Tentacle. Actually, I got a story about this. Someone at a pre-release was telling me the reason why this exists is because in Japan, you have an ice lolly, right? And sometimes you get to the stick on the ice lolly when you finished it, there's like a little stamp, right? And if you take that stick back to the place you bought it, they give you another one. And that's the idea, right? Because you use it, and then if you flip a coin of heads, you can get it again. Pretty cool little bit of trivia there. Tentacool, Pikachu, Seedot, Lillipop, Reverse Iskew. Okay, and Lycanroc V Max. Now, this is a card that I really want to make work because Lycanroc is a cool Pokemon. Let me show you. Is it going to focus? Is it going to... There we go. There's Lycanroc. Let's take a look at it in better detail. So, we've got a Hunting Claw attack, which is really interesting, but I wish it was just a 60 snipe, right? Knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has 60 HP or less. So, with some spread shenanigans, you can just try and finish them off. But getting a VMAX with 300 HP down to 60 can be quite hard. And you got Max Edge, which does 190 and 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. I mean, it 2 shots. But that's pretty much it, right? It doesn't really do a great deal apart from that. But Lycanroc's a cool Pokemon. I just wish he did a 60 snipe instead of knocking out a Pokemon that had 60 HP or less, because that's just not as good. But then I guess you could like Grinch waltzes and stuff, so I can see what. Single Strike Squad, a Fang Dragon. Love this. Speed up. Black off, Flabebe, Carvana, Reverse Sharpedo. Oh, I actually wanted one of these. I actually really wanted one of these because Shadow Rider Calyrex, right? As a deck. Now that we've had a rotation, has to play a lot differently, right? Our Creamy VMAX, I don't think is that great. And you've lost Horror House and the tag teams, right? Or the like Trevnar as well. So I've actually recently recorded, I don't know, it will be up on my channel as of this getting uploaded, right? So, where you just play a ton of Galarian Articunos and Shadow Riders to get a ton of energies in play and just max guys for Okos. And obviously Galarian Articuno is integral to that, because when you bench him, you can attach 2 Psychics from your hand to this Pokemon, letting you power up max guys really fast. And then Psy Laser is actually pretty good as well, letting you discard all Psychic energies from this Pokemon if you do 120 Snipe. 120 Snipe is nothing to sniff at, especially if you've missed KOs with max guys. You can just clean them up with the Articuno. Happy days, really. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic pull. The only problem is I really want the pre-release promos. Lucky Pop, Scrafty, Hippowdon, Dino, Teddiursa, Phoebus, Hoppip, Hitmonchan, Reverse Applin, and then Flapple. Look at that, it got the basic and the stage 1 in the same. That'd be good in the pre-release, right? In the pre-release, a lot of Pokemon don't have abilities, so actually it sounds good on paper, but it might not be the best. Pre-releases are fun though. Let me know if you've been going to any pre-releases or any sets. I always try and get to at least one for every set, because they're just a bit of fun, isn't it? Different way to play the game. Energy, Sun and Moon Badge, Toy Catcher. I want to mess about with this in Eternatus. Hippowdon, Lillipop, Molga, Tentacool, Bunkaboo, Bagon, Reverse Lackoff, and then Lilligant. Didn't know what does Lilligant actually do. Something about confusion, was it? People go in if your active Pokemon now sleep. If tails, they are confused. Like those kind of attacks or any sort of effects where you flip a coin and then both are kind of good. Normally one of them is like a lot better than the other one, right? But I like the ones where they give you a sort of contingency plan if you flip tails. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go. Let's go! Like, my name is Mario. Shelgon. Suruban. Lumbray. What am I doing? Galosifer. Love this. Can you tell I'm not really a pack opener? Fletchling. Chinchou. Petalil. Oh, then a reverse Galarian Articuno. And I think there's something good there. It's going to be a heater pack. And then a full art Dracozolt V. I really shouldn't really... I shouldn't be... What's the word, right? I shouldn't be... sad. Well, okay, I'm not sad, right? I mean, it's still a full art V, but my lord, Dracozolt is awful. Well, we know what Galarian Articuno does. I'm actually happy about that, put to the side. But then Dracozolt V, Primeval Beak, during your next turn, energy cards can't be attached to your opponent. Oh, from the opponent's hand. Oh, to the defending Pokemon. Okay, that makes a difference. And then discard top 3 cards if you do it for 180. And then Dracozolt V Max is awful. It is not the best. But what it does do is beat Malamar quite nicely, and that's literally it. I think if you hit it for damage, your opponent takes 12 damage counters back or something. Right, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But hey, it's a full art. I can't moan, eh? I can't moan. We've got Energy, Palpitoad, Digging Gloves, Crustle, that's some cool artwork, Psyduck, Eevee, Cutiefly, Pikachu, Applin, Rubat Reverse, and then Espeon V. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Espeon V Max can actually go into Shadow Rider. It's actually a deck I'm looking to play in real life. Espeon V. What does actually this do? The 60 damage one of your opponent's V. That's actually interesting. Again, letting you missed KOs in the same way Glaring Articuno would. And then Super Cybolt 3 for 120. The V Max from Espeon does 60 for each energy attached to all your opponent's Pokemon. So that actually adds up really good. Really good in the mirror, the Shadow Rider Calyrex V Max mirror, because they're going to have a ton of energy in play. And Espeon just rocks your world, if that is the case. So yeah, pretty cool pull nonetheless, because I really want to play Shadow Rider Calyrex in the post rotation format. I just need some V Maxes. It's a shame you can't pull the V Maxes in this set, but yeah. So the Shadow Rider V Max deck for me is coming along quite nicely. Reverse Boulder and then a Hydreigon Hollow. Now this is a shame. I really like Hydreigon, right? It's just I wish this top attack was different. It does 20 plus 100 for each prize card your opponent took during their last turn. If that said 100 taken, then I could get really behind this deck. But as it stands now, really you can't have situational stage 2s, because that just doesn't work, right? It just doesn't work unless you're playing like Evomancy or Beetle or something that lets you just get loads of stage 2s out of the deck. Fletchinder, Lantern, Treasure Energy, Drowsy, Scraggy, Bagon, Rubat, Simpole, Reverse Dino, and then Amphros. Yeah, you can't have situational stage 2s. You can't really have stage 2s in general when you're playing the game, let alone ones that only work when your opponent takes multiple prizes. But I guess technically, if they take a VMAX KO and then you do that attack, you do what, 320? It doesn't even one-shot all VMAXs. This comes close though. Applin, Sableye, Reverse Skull of the Flying Dragon, and then Altaria. That's a pretty cool pack. I quite like the artwork on the squirrels. They try and make them different. This one does 90 damage, what, to one of your opponent's Pokemon? With the idea being that if you miss a VMAX KO, you can try and meteor it with the squirrel. I think that's the idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't seem too bad. Energy, Vigoroth, Lumbre, Scroll of the Flying Dragon, Swablu, Zeora, Quaganor, Patil, Bergmite, Rescue Carry Reverse, good card to have, and then Shiftry. Fought a few Shiftry today, haven't we? Yep. Okay, so we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs left, including the ones in my hand. So we've got a few chances left at hopefully getting an alt art. Come on, that's all I really wanted. It doesn't have to be Umbreon, come on. Ribbon Badge, Zweilous, Zinnia's Resolve. I could really like that supporter. Psyduck, Swablu, Seedot, Rubat, Ludicolo Reverse. That's a good pull. And then Stoutland, Ludicolo. You can go in a good pile. Because Ludicolo is Ludigiza. Oh, this pack? Is there some heat? Do I feel some heat in this pack? Do I feel some heat in this pack? I can feel some heat radiating from this pack, so hopefully we get something nutty. Energy, Iskew, Full Face Guard, Hypno, Dwebble, Rufflet, Roggenroller, Wobbuffet, Hoppip, Reverse Love Disc, and then a Marshadow. Okay, so you can sort of see why I can feel some kind of heat, but this is I'm not a fan of this card. Rapid Hunt, touch your deck for 2 abstract cards, put them in your hand, okay. And Shadow Flicker, if the defending Pokemon was knocked out during your next turn, take 1 more prize card. Maybe there's a funky way to try and make that deck work. I don't know if it counts bench damage. I think as long as the defending Pokemon leaves the active spot, then that effect won't happen, which is a bit sad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, you're just trying to like, Rapid Flow next turn, which would be gnarly, right? Trying to get to 6 prize turns or something mental. Avalugg, Zaruba, Psyduck, Rufflet, Drowsy, Flabebe, Reverse Shiftry, and then an Eldegoss Hollow. We got a ton of hollows. This one's actually pretty playable though. Search your deck for 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. That's a very cool card. Them in your binder because there's going to be a time and a deck where that's really good. I mean, at the minute you can put it in Frostmoth decks, right? just to make sure you always have 2 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got energy, Digging Gloves, Stormy Mountain, Shelgon, Litleo, Lotad, Teddy Ursa, Cryogonal, Nickit, Reverse Gigalith, and then Lilligant. Not the best packs, that one. Evolving Skies, 2 packs left. Come on now. Heat in the street, baby. Will we have some last pack magic? Hopefully we do. Here we go. Energy, Spirit Mass, Palpitoad, Golduck, Mareep, Wobbuffet, Love Disc, Webble, Hippopotas, Reverse Oozering, Dracosaur. He heard me dissing his full art brother. And he was like, don't like me, do ya? Oh dear. Okay, well, we've already seen this card, so we've seen the full art version. Okay, last pack then. Let's see what we get from this. Okay. 1, 2, 4. Here we go. Energy, Scroll, the Fanged Dragon, Swoobat, Tentacle, Pikachu, D-Dot, Lillipup, Bagon, Punkaboo, and then Milotic that stops your opponent's Marnies. Okay, let's get a quick reminder of what we pulled today. Okay, so our highlight pulls were Eldegoss, Reverse Ludicolo, Hydreigon, 2 Galarian Articunos, which actually might be my favourite pulls in the whole box, not gonna lie. Galarian Zapdos, Reverse Crystal Cave, Ludicolo, Entei, Gyarados V, Copycat Full Art, Leafeon V Max, Rainbow Rare, Suicune, Dracozolt V, Espeon V, Larkenrock V Max, Dracozolt V, and then a Raihan. Thank you so much. If you want to get yourself any of these cards or more sealed product, make sure you head over to Cardmarket, okay? If you're in Europe. Thanks for watching. As always, keep it locked here to the channel for more pack openings, some top six ranking stuff, and then some collector stuff as well for you, okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.